I can't think about my own aging without thinking about my mom. My mom, who raised us as teenagers after our dad died, who loved jazz music and a good scotch and deep conversation, who traveled the world right up until the year that she passed, and whose faith in God and in his plan for her never wavered. Essentially, she came into her retirement and lived through her senior years on her own. Yes, she had her children, siblings, and friends to support her, but she closed the door at night alone. I know what helped her through her more challenging times. That was her quiet and strong faith. She would take her beads on her walks to say her prayers, and every night she would sing her prayers before she went to sleep. It was the most beautiful thing to listen to if you were lucky enough to hear her. I remember the day she moved into her retirement community at the young and vibrant age of 66. I thought at the time that she was much younger than the other residents who lived there. 16 years later, I was visiting her at that same condo community and was sitting in the screened-in porch of her condo. I looked out and saw two people in their 60s getting out of their car and thought, they must be someone's kids here for a visit. And then I realized, with a little shock, that they were probably new residents at the beginning of their retirement at around the same age that my mother was, and just how fast that time went. That full circle moment really got my attention and had me reflecting on how she aged and looking at the next 20 years of my own life. It was a pivotal moment for me, and I can't think about my own aging without thinking about my mom. I want to age with the kind of grace and joy and total commitment to following my North Star that my mom did. For her, it was her faith and trust in God and her love and compassion for all. She surrounded herself with the people she loved most, her kids and grandchildren, her siblings and friends. She took care of her health and sought out alternative care such as naturopathy and chiropractic care, along with conventional health care. My mom held the light up for me and showed me how to age well and successfully. Her example reminds me to slow it down and pay attention to the things and relationships that are actually important to me, and to think about the direction I want to go in and the aspects of myself I want to develop as I head into my retirement years. Because time moves along, and in a blink, I'll be 20 years older. So I want to spend time with my husband, my children and their lives, my sister and her children, and hang out with my friends and travel. I want to spend time developing my creative side, continuing in my healing practice, and forging further into the herbology world. Like my mom, I want to embrace change with courage and faith in the aging process and in myself. I want to live like she lived. She still holds the light for me. I'm not afraid of aging like that. I'm not afraid of aging at all.